What's the mall that started it all when it comes to shopping in Las Vegas? It's this one, the fashion show, but it's so much more than just retail. It's also a foodie destination, and we're going to highlight the endless choices for you today.
Now, you know, if we're talking about food, I'm taking you out to lunch. We are going to Happy Camper.
So get ready, because this adventure starts right now.
A lot is being said these days about the high price of everything here on the Strip. Today, we're going to visit a spot that might not come first to your mind when you think of dining choices, but maybe this video will change all that. It's a Monday morning and our destination is at the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Spring Mountain. This is the Fashion Show Mall. Not only are there more than 30 food outlets here, but the parking is still plentiful and free. Fashion Show sits on nearly 50 acres. It's big. The only way you can really get the scope of it, the frontage along the Strip, is to view it from a distance. In this case, from out front of the Wynn. Down at the northeast end is what I call Restaurant Corner, a plum spot for several notable eateries at Fashion Show Mall. We'll take a closer look when we get over there. The oval-shaped steel structure above it all is called the Cloud. It weighs more than 1 million pounds, spans 479 feet by 160 feet, and is secured in place with some really strong cables. The Cloud provides shade and a surface for lots of promos on projection screens. It's late October, and of course around here, that means the Formula One race is less than a month away. Evidence is everywhere. The mall is not yet open, so the birds have it. On either end of the plaza are splashy pieces of art, on the steps and on concrete pedestals. As we walk south to north, we will make an extra effort to point out just how many dining and drinking establishments live right here along the Strip. Luke's Lobster, Fat Tuesday, Dunkin' Donuts. Now Emmett's, that's a story. It's a steakhouse fronted by NFL great Emmitt Smith, but last month it was abruptly closed due to more than $400,000 in unpaid rents. Next to that, Benihana. It is of course renowned for the ancient art of teppanyaki, Japanese tableside grilling. It's a favorite of ours. And in this plum circular spot front and center, Boulevard Barbecue and Wings. Around the bend and just next to the mall entrance is the Galpeo Gaucho Brazilian Steakhouse. Hungry yet? By the way, this 72,000 square foot plaza was added to Fashion Show as part of a $1 billion expansion 20 years after the mall originally opened. On our left is El Segundo Sol, a popular Mexican eatery with a great happy hour. And down at that corner is going to be our lunch destination. So here we are at the northeast corner of Fashion Show, right at the Strip sidewalk. What a great location for a trendy restaurant. It opened in February of 2024, the date chosen deliberately to celebrate National Pizza Day. I already like the place just because they're replacing the light bulbs. It is Las Vegas, my friends. All right, to continue featuring the dining choices, we need to go up. On the second level is another one of our favorites, the ever-popular Maggianos. It is one of several that opened during that upgrade in the early 2000s. Maggianos is homey and cozy inside, just like your Nana's kitchen. And they have great views out to the Strip. They serve up Italian classics for lunch and dinner 7 days a week. We here at LVIO highly recommend Maggianos.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's fabulous.
Yeah.
And one more outdoor escalator taking us up to level 3. On the uppermost corner is the classy Capitol Grill. And speaking of views, this is pretty awesome. The Capitol Grill menu features dry-aged steaks and world-class wines. Now, if that's too rich for your budget, just step to the left and take a look at the offerings inside the Fashion Show food court. This huge space measuring more than 11,000 square feet was added at the same time as the plaza outside. It's set up as a traditional food court with walk-up counters featuring a number of popular names and international cuisines. FYI, the food court opens at 10 a.m., an hour before the mall does. Well, we've been on property for an hour already. I guess it's time to actually head into the mall. But since food is our emphasis today, how about a cupcake? Now that the Sprinkle Shop is no longer at Link Promenade, this may be the only place in town to get your fix. The retail stores will be open shortly, but meanwhile, the food counters between escalators are already on the job. Coccolini's gelato case is definitely a work of art. This one drew Paula like a big pink magnet. Gee, I wonder why. The Hello Kitty Cafe opened at Fashion Show in 2022 and offers a menu of sweets, cookies, cakes, donuts, hot and iced drinks, plus Hello Kitty merchandise. Now this is a nice little side hallway with some welcome couches and table and chair seating. Looks like there's a cozy little coffee counter back here in the corner.
Good morning, everyone. My goodness, the music is loud. I hope my editor can do some correction on that. I feel like I'm yelling. All right, so I'm at Fashion Show. It is Monday morning. The stores are just about to open in a few minutes. I thought I would stop at this lovely little cafe outside Nordstrom, get myself a lovely organic breakfast tea and a lemon ricotta cookie. This reminds me of Jada. I wonder if it's her same recipe. It looks the same. It even has some lovely little lemon peel on the top. But first, sip of tea. I've been walking before the stores open, doing the exterior and all that kind of stuff. Plus, I have a lunch reservation at a place that I have been dying to go for more than a year. Stay tuned for that. Meanwhile, this is on all the tables in front of Nordstrom. Merry Christmas. I have to admit, I am already shopping for the granddaughter. I can't resist. It's not even Halloween yet, but hey, it's never too soon. All right, bite of cookie. Oh, like they made that this morning. Crazy, crazy fresh. Soft inside. The icing is incredible. So lemony. This is a fantastic cookie. Wow. All right, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to go film the stores, and then we are going to Happy Camper for lunch.
Let's do a little walkthrough of the mall from west to east. Fashion Show opened in 1981, the first major shopping center on the Strip. You just gotta love claw machines right in the middle of the mall. While just a few feet away, you can also get your teeth whitened. Plus, with 30-plus food options, we're always finding more. In this spot on the main floor, our California Pizza Kitchen, Johnny Rockets, and Chipotle. But perhaps the main reason Fashion Show was a success from day one is the presence of big anchor stores. Today, it's home to Dillard's, Macy's, Saks Fifth Avenue, Nordstrom, Neiman Marcus, and Dick's Sporting Goods. Earlier, we mentioned the billion-dollar expansion that kicked off 25 years ago. Part of that was the installation of a retractable runway for, get this, fashion shows. Over the years, though, it was used for so much more. To feature local talent, and for glittery holiday song and dance extravaganzas. Let me just say, my friends, those were the days. Fashion Show is one of the largest malls in the country, with a square footage around 2 million and a roster of about 250 stores. It's made extra interesting by the different levels and the escalators that get you there. In addition to those anchor stores we talked about, it features a huge variety of specialty shops as well. As we continue to make our way east towards Las Vegas Boulevard, this section is particularly heavy on the sports brands. Now here's a fun fact. Fashion Show is credited with first introducing high-end couture shopping to Las Vegas. Up on the top level of the mall, we still find the designer brands. All right, it's almost time for that lunch reservation, but before we leave, what haven't we mentioned? Your retail therapy goes beyond apparel and sportswear. There's also art, beauty, and lots of shiny baubles for purchase as well. The one advantage to walking through a big mall with a camera in each hand, you haven't got a spare hand to reach for your wallet. She escaped with just the purchase of tea and a cookie. All right, it's time for lunch at Happy Camper. Happy Camper proudly announces that it's about 3 things: pizza, patio, and party. This is a perfect day to have lunch on the patio. Okay, wow.
All right, my friends, here I am at Happy Camper. It is lunchtime on Monday. This place is hopping. You'll see it in a minute. I can't even tell you how adorable it is. How have Dale or I never been in here yet? Oh my gosh, it's fabulous. Anyway, my waitress is a doll. I just ordered. She told me the best thing on the menu is their burger, but I came here for pizza. It's called Happy Camper Pizza, so I had to do the pizza, and she recommended pepperoni and ricotta with some hot honey and some basil and marinara. That sounds fab. Now, what is this, you ask? This is my drink. It's a Prosecco aperitif. I'll put it on the screen. But anyway, they talk about it being a bowl. Yeah, this is a bowl. This is massive. It's going to last me all afternoon. You guys want to help me with it? Got a little fizz to it. Tastes a little peachy. That's fantastic. And I'm a little sweaty. I've been walking around that mall. That mall is so huge. You've already seen it. And I walked my legs off for you guys this morning. All right, lunch on the way.
This is the 6th location for Happy Camper. There are 4 in the Chicago area and 1 in Denver. In Vegas, it's always a good idea to have a big wraparound bar. The dining room seating is mostly polished wood high tops paired with brightly painted metal stools. The ceiling is a party all by itself. There are mirror disco balls and dangling fairy lights everywhere above your head. Around here, they take that camper theme literally. These alcoves feature fire pits. And the logo merchandise is housed in a vintage camper.
All right, friends, 2 things before we have pizza. Number 1 is ever since I sat down, there's this fabulous breeze blowing across me from the north. This place is completely open on the north side facing Resorts World, and the breeze is just perfect on this Monday afternoon. And second of all, you may wonder why I'm sitting sort of at the corner of the table. That's because, like I said, this place is really full. There's people next to me, so I'd rather have this little skeleton behind me rather than some faces. My editor will appreciate that. All right, pizza. Let's eat. This thing is a work of art. When they set this down, I was dazzled. Look how gorgeous this is. So it is 4 really big pieces. It's obviously an individual pizza, although I think Dale and I could easily share it. But I love the ricotta on top and that little bit of honey drizzle. It's fresh basil, like right from the garden. Oh my goodness. Pardon me while I shake the table and cut a little piece of this off. I don't want to pick it up on camera. It's a little too messy. All right. Pepperoni, ricotta, basil. Wow. First of all, pepperoni is primo, like the best pepperoni I ever ate. And with the basil shavings on top, I could just eat pepperoni and basil all day. Wow. All right. I got to dig into this ricotta a little bit and a little bite of crust. We always like our pizza a little bit more on the done side. So that was by request that it's as dark as it is. Wow. That was a fantastic recommendation. There's some real zing to the marinara sauce. A little burn in the back of my throat. But that's perfect. Pizza should have a little burn. Oh my gosh, I love this. Service is impeccable. Love the atmosphere. Love the pizza. I'll be back for a recap in a moment, but wow, fabulous. Whew. Okay, I just left Happy Camper. That was a great experience. I cannot recommend it more highly than I am right now. I need to drag Dale back there, or maybe our kids next time they're in town. It was fantastic. So I'm right out front of Fashion Show now, and actually El Segundo Sol is behind me. Maybe I could talk Dale into coming over here for dinner, and we could show you one more foodie adventure at Fashion Show. Fingers crossed. Let's see if we can do it.
All right, we talked about coming back to go to that restaurant and including that in this video, but we decided that 2 restaurants in 1 video, I don't know, that just didn't work out.
Yeah, I think we might do something to feature and focus on Mexican dining in the future, and we'll go to El Segundo Sol for that one.
We will definitely include it. What do you think about the Fashion Show Mall? It is an eater's paradise.
We wanted to do this on purpose because, of course, everything on the Strip is becoming so expensive. And do you even think about fashion show as an option? Anything from a cookie to Hello Kitty, a donut, to the Capitol Grill.
Or a food court. You got
Or
the whole
the food court.
Yeah, you got the whole food court up there. It's really a nice place, and I know a lot of you come here and you go there just to do your shopping. But those of you who have not been in there, check it out because they've got a lot of good foodie places in there for you to try.
And you don't even have to go in the mall if you don't want to. There's a whole bunch right along the front there.
All right. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification button. Anything else you want to tell these nice people, Miss Paula?
I want to stump you with a trivia question.
Uh-oh.
What used to be where Happy Camper is now?
It was a hamburger place.
Called Strip Burger.
Yeah, Strip Burger. Hey, give me one of those. Give me a high five.
stuff.
All right.
Strip Burger was very popular, but I don't think it survived the pandemic. And I'll tell you what, Happy Camper was adorable. I loved it.
All right. Hope you had a good time. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.
Everyone.